Are you happy with your current job or work situation? Do you feel satisfied and successful with what you're doing? When you wake up in the morning, do you feel motivated and energized to get up and get your day going? Or do you feel like you're just going through the motions of getting through your days? And is the work you're doing what you really want to be doing in the future, or would you really like a change? So today, we're going to be talking about how to assess your job status and whether you're satisfied with what you're doing. We're going to talk about how to make changes, how to take steps to improve your situation. And we're going to talk about how to build and plan for success and happiness in work. So, what would your ideal job be like? And that might be something that you want to take some time to think about. But really, I'd love for you to sit down, take a piece of paper and a pen or your computer, and write down what would the perfect job be for you. Because people often have a dream job, and if you just keep it as a dream, you're probably not going to get there. But you can plan steps to get there. You've got to be on the path of success to get to success. And usually we don't get there randomly. When you live life randomly, you usually don't know where you'll end up. I would much rather be on a path that I know where I'm going. And I help my clients create that path so they know where they're going. And I'm going to be telling you how to do that as well today. There's a quote that I like: "No one drifts to a desired destination." So you don't get to success, you don't get to your ideal position in life just by drifting in life, just by randomly waiting for next steps. Because if you just randomly wait, you just never know where you'll end up. But you can plan your way out to get there. And I know a lot of people feel they don't know how to do that. Today, we're going to talk a lot about that. And I work on that with my clients a lot. I'm going to be sharing a lot of that information with you today. So work is an important part of our life for all of us. We spend a lot of time at work. We spend a lot of focus, energy, and attention on the work in our lives. And if we like our work, it can be a big energizer. It can help build our life satisfaction. And if we don't like it, it can be a big detractor in life. It can be a big energy drainer. So work can produce a lot of satisfaction and success, or it can really pull us down and make us feel frustrated and fatigued. Or sometimes we may be somewhere in between, and we want to decide, well, is this where I want to stay, or can I really move and get somewhere and be somewhere better? So today, I'm going to help you do a workshop. I'm going to go through a workshop with you. I'm going to give you 10 questions to think about your current work situation. That's going to help you assess your overall level of satisfaction. And then we'll talk about making some decisions on what you want to do after that. But again, I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to keep track of your answers for these 10 questions. You can just write the number and your answer down, just so you keep track of your numbers. And again, I do want to welcome people into our group. I'm always delighted to see people here. I congratulate you for showing up, because you will all be making your life and your life satisfaction and success better by being here, learning, and taking steps. So I congratulate you for showing up here and for showing up for yourself. So I'm going to start the 10 questions now. And again, I urge you just to write. You could just write the numbers down. Write number 1. And this is just a general question. What is your level of happiness with your current job or work situation? on a level of 1 to 5, where 5 is the happiest and 1 is the least happy. So if you're very happy, you'll be a 5. If you're pretty happy, you'll be a 4. If you're kind of neutral, you're a 3. If you're unhappy, it's a 2. And if you're really unhappy, you're going to be a 1. So again, question 1, what is your level of happiness with your current job situation? And score it 1 to 5. And write it down so you'll remember your score, if you can write it down. Number 2, is this the job, your current job, is this the job that you would like to continue indefinitely into the future? And the backup question is, or do you prefer to change to do something else, a different job in a different industry, or a different type of job, or different tasks? So the way we're going to phrase this question is this job that you're in currently the job that you would like to continue indefinitely in the future? 5 is yes, for sure, I love my job. And 1 is no, definitely, I really don't want to be doing this. I want to change. So score yourself from 1 to 5 on whether your current job is what you want to be doing indefinitely in the future. And let's move on to number 3. How satisfied are you with the tasks that you do at your current work? So with your work assignments and what you do at your work, how satisfied are you at that? Again, a level of 1 to 5. 5 is you're very satisfied with the work that you do, and 1 is you're very dissatisfied with the work that you do. So make sure you write that down so you'll remember. Score of 1 to 5. How satisfied are you with the tasks that you do at your current work? Number 4 is how satisfied are you with the level of income you have at your current job? Again, how satisfied are you with the level of income that you have at your current job? And score that from 1 to 5, where 5 is you're very satisfied, 4 is you're pretty satisfied, 3 is you're kind of neutral, 2 is you're not satisfied, and 1 is you're very unhappy with your current level of income. So number 4, score 1 to 5, write it down, and let's move on to number 5. How satisfied are you with the boss or bosses you deal with at your current job? Again, how satisfied are you with your boss or bosses that you deal with at your current job? And let's score that from 1 to 5, where 5 is you're very satisfied, 4 is you're satisfied, 3 is kind of neutral, 2 is you're not satisfied, and 1 is you're very unhappy. And let's go to number 6. 6 is how satisfied are you with your co-workers and other people you interact with at work? Maybe it's clients or patients or other people that you work with. So how satisfied are you with your co-workers and other people you interact with at your work? And let's score that 1 to 5. 5 is you're very happy, 4 is you're pretty happy, 3 is kind of neutral, 2 is you're not happy, and 1 is you're very unhappy. And number 7, let's move on to number 7. I hope you're keeping track of all your numbers. Number 7 is how satisfied are you with the hours and days that you currently work? So your schedule. Again, how satisfied are you with the hours and days that you currently work? Your schedule. Number 5, if you're really happy. 4, if you're kind of happy. 3, if you're kind of neutral. 2, if you're unhappy. And 1, if you're very unhappy with the hours that you currently work. Number 8, how satisfied are you with the upward mobility possibilities at your current workplace? maybe title and responsibilities and income. So how satisfied are you with upward mobility at your work? Let's score that 1 to 5, where 5 is very satisfied, very happy, there's a lot of opportunity. 4 is you're pretty satisfied, there's some opportunity. 3 is you're kind of neutral, there's not a whole lot. 2 is you're not happy with the opportunities, and 1 is you're very unhappy with the opportunities. And now we move on to number 9. And again, we're talking about our work satisfaction. So number 9, how satisfied are you with the work arrangements and benefits that you have at work? For example, are you able to work at home virtually sometimes or for all your work? Or do you have to go in for office work? What about your retirement benefits, health benefits, other benefits that you get at work, vacation time? So how satisfied are you with the work arrangements? 5, if you're very satisfied. 1, if you're very unsatisfied. And the last one is number 10. How satisfied are you with any other work conditions at your current workplace? Anything that we haven't covered yet. Maybe the trip or the time it takes you to get to work, or anything else that has to do with your work. Do you want flexible working hours or something else? So if there's nothing else, if you're really very happy with all of your work situation, it would be a 5. If you're very unhappy with it, it would be a 1. And that's the last of the questions. So you now have 10 questions and 10 answers on a score of 1 to 5. So if you scored a 5 for each of the 10 questions, your total would be a 50. And if you're less than that, depending on how much less you are, that gives you some idea of how happy you are or how dissatisfied you are with your work situation. And even if you scored reasonably high, you may want to make some changes to really reach the highest level and to make sure you stay happy in the future. So, even if you scored pretty high, I think the next set of questions, and there are very limited here, but these will help you decide how to move ahead. And how it helps my clients, and I help my clients build a pathway. I talked about the pathway to success. These are things that you can think about if you're not happy at work or if you're not entirely happy. So 1 is in your mind. Number 1 is, do you want to stay at the same workplace but modify your current job or title? If so, do you want a promotion or a lateral move, or just to work with different people or a different location but the same company? Again, do you want to stay at the same workplace, or really do you think the solution is to move on somewhere else? Number 2 is, do you want different hours or a different location? What is it that different that would make you happy? Let's really think that out in step number 2. Step number 3, if you want to change your job, would it help you to upgrade your skills or take any steps to be better qualified, to update your resume, and to show your qualifications for a better job? So again, you may need to take those steps. You may feel that you don't have the qualifications for the job you want, or you may feel that you do have them. And this is a good point to think about what you need, what you have for the job that you have in mind. Number 4 is there anybody that you might be able to speak to get access to knowledge about preferable jobs that are around? Do you have any people in your network who might be able to give you some advice? If you're planning to stay at your current job, is there a current administrator or a mentor who might be able to give you advice on moving up in title or income or responsibilities, whatever it is you're looking for? How about your friends or contacts? Any help from your network of people? And number 5 is to think about what is your time frame for getting a different job. So for example, is it 6 months or is it a year? Or do you feel like you want to wait until your kids are a little bit older, maybe they're in school full time, that you can plan for your next step? I do want you to think ahead about what the time frame is. The sooner the time frame is, the better it can be to move you towards your happiness, but the more steps you need to take to get you there sooner. For number 6, and this is really important, I want you to write a description of your ideal job. What would your ideal job be? What would your title be? What would a description of your job responsibilities be? What would your salary and hours and benefits and conditions and vacation time be? I want you to really sit down and write this job description of your ideal job so we can have an idea of where you'd like to be. If you don't sit down and think about where you'd like to be, and if you don't get on a path going towards your success point, then you may not get there. It's going to be a lot easier to get to your point of success if you've identified what it is and you know what you're working for. And the last question in this set of changes is there anything else you need to plan to get where you're going? For example, if you need to take courses, do you need to plan to have the income for the courses? Or if you need to take steps, if it's not financial, do you need time available? Again, what else do you need to plan to put in motion and have in place so that you can take these steps? And again, I think this really is a great inventory, what you've done with me, and I congratulate you for going through these questions. It will really help you think in detail what you are happy with, what you want in life in a job. And once you have that, it's so much easier to build out the steps of success, to get on that pathway towards success. If you'd like my help in doing that, I would be happy to go over this workshop with a limited number of you. I do have a limited number of appointments available. You can call, and for all of those appointments, it's free to go over your results with me. If you would like my help in building your future pathway, I am happy to talk to you about that as well. And as always, this is a full scope home for busy working women, so if you have a question on any of those topics, and we talk about a lot of them in this group, feel free to schedule an appointment. I have a limited number of appointments, but if you can get an appointment, please do so. I would be delighted to speak with you and share some time together so that I can help you build your life towards your best happiness, towards reaching your potential, whether it's your work, whether it's your life with family at home, whether there are other issues that are of importance and priority to you. So again, I congratulate you for showing up here for you. I know this is going to be useful and help you move ahead closer to your dream job situation. Make sure, if you are watching this on Facebook, make sure you come in during the week. I am going to have a lot of information about upcoming Mother's Day coming up next weekend, next Sunday. So please do make sure you come into our group during the week. You can see all the posts to honor mothers and help you think ahead to upcoming Mother's Day next week. Make sure you do join us each week for our Facebook Live at the same time at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and that you hit subscribe so that you will know when I have new trainings, new videos for you. And again, I congratulate you for showing up for yourself, and make sure you continue to move forward. Look at your results. Let them be of help to you so that you can plan moving closer to your happiness and your highest level of happiness and success. And let me know if I can be of help to you. So I look forward to seeing you in the group during the week and back here again next Sunday for our next session.